everyone. So today I am going to share a project for you. I have received my stamp set for my design team package for HotRods Boutique on Etsy. I will be sure to list Brittany's store down below in the description box along with a link to her store on Etsy. She carries a great line of stamps, and one of those lines that she carries is Whimsy. This is one of their new clear stamp releases for the mid-month of April here, and this one is called Happy Hello. And this is the Clearly Whimsy Stamps collection. I am absolutely in love with this stamp set. I have a million ideas running through my head. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do a little bit different of a process video and go through with you step by step how I create it, but kind of try to tell you what I'm doing at the same time. So when I see this, I automatically think Project Life and pocket page style albums. So for the first project, I'm going to use this stamp set and create a Project Life card. The size of the card that I'm going to create is going to be a 3x4. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a sheet of, this is 110 pounds white cardstock from my collection. I believe this is actually a Joann's brand, and I'm going to go ahead and start and use this large hello. There's going to be several from the several stamps from the stamp set that I'm going to use, but the main focus is going to be this hello sentiment. The ink that I'm going to be using for the whole entire card is going to be the Memento Luxe pigment inks. The colors I'm going to be using are Pear Tart, Elderberry, Lilac Posies, and Nautical Blue. Any pigment ink would work wonderful for this, including Avery L, Mama Elephant, and any other pigment inks that are on the market. It just has to be the pigment to work how we're going to do it here. So the first one I'm going to do is take the Nautical Blue, and these are very, very juicy. So I'm going to try not to oversaturate the stamp. And I'm going to center it and put it towards the bottom. Okay, there we go. With that same Nautical Blue ink, the next thing I'm going to do is take the larger of the chevron stripe in the stamp set, and then again in the other direction. Next, I'm going to take the smaller sized arrows, and with this small stamp, we're going to take the Lilac Posies. Let's do the lighter one. The Lilac Posies. And we're going to kind of stamp this on the Nautical Blue, but not overlapping the entire image like that. Then we're going to mirror that on the bottom, but I'm going to put it on the opposite side. Okay. Also in this set are a couple really cute coordinating circles. For this project, I'm going to take the larger solid and the smaller solid, and I'm going to use those together. Starting with the larger solid first, I'm going to use the Elderberry. And I'm going to go bottom right corner, not overlapping onto the arrows or the sentiment. And then one more time in the top right. With the smaller solid circle, I'm going to use Pear Tart. And this one, let's do overlapping circles on the top. And I'm also going to do on the bottom as well. Also, with the Pear Tart ink, there is a sentiment, a companion sentiment really, in this stamp set, Gorgeous, up here on the top. I'm going to grab that, and with the Pear Tart ink, and I'm going to put it right below the word hello. Now for this next part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of heat embossing. So I want to make sure that all of this ink is completely dry. Just from looking at it, the Gorgeous is still wet, and there's still bits and pieces here and there that are wet because pigment ink takes a little bit longer to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that with my heat tool and get that all dry. Now that's all dry, what I'm going to do is bring back in that large hello stamp. And this time I'm going to grab my Versamark ink. This is the watermark ink, the really sticky ink that you use when you heat emboss. And since these are clear stamps, the one nice benefit is you can stamp over what you have already stamped. So I'm going to go ahead and center this as best as I can over top of the blue hello that I have already stamped. If I was thinking ahead of time, I would use my powder tool, but I did not. So hopefully this still stays together well. And I'm going to grab my clear embossing powder. I'm going to tip it to the side like this, just in case. Oh, good. Perfect. At this point, you can use whatever tool or die that you have already to cut out the frame. If you don't have any metal dies or the rear punches or anything like that, you can always take this to your paper trimmer and cut it down to a 3x4 size. If you want to leave it larger, you can leave it at the 4x6. I am going to choose to cut this down with my Lawn Fawn stitched die, and this is the 3x4. And I think I'm going to center it like so. Use some washi to hold it down. So I've grabbed a couple of embellishments from my stash. At this point, you don't have to do anything more to it. I love enamel dots, so I've grabbed a Doodlebug Lilac assortment, and the Doodlebug Limeade assortment. And then I also grabbed these from Kathy Davis. These are glittery epoxy dot stickers. And I love this one here. And I think with the circles, I think that's going to look great. Grab some of the Limeade. Since this bottom one kind of got cut off, I'm going to put one back down there. Let me go this size. There. And there you have it. 3x4 card. Heat embossed. Just a little bit of accent, but would look great in any project life or any kind of pocket style album that would hold a 3x4 card. Again, the stamp that I used for this one is a new release, Clearly Whimsy stamps, and this one is Happy Hello. And you can grab this stamp set and all of the other clear Whimsy stamps over at HotRods Boutique on Etsy. I'll leave the link down below in the description box. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and have a great day.